This is Group 7 consisting of me, Tim Conway, Tom Kiley, Amy Glynn and Louis Walsh. Our idea was for the Dublin Bikes scheme in UCD. Basically, we were going to send the Dublin Bikes from the city centre all the way to UCD and basically put another cycle lane through UCD. Our mission statement was to provide a quick, safe and secure transport system for UCD students and staff to, from and across campus. Our goals were to install a Dublin Bike system on the UCD campus, to extend the current Dublin Bike system to the DART stations, Louisville stations, near UCD, and to install related infrastructure on the UCD campus. I'll now pass you on to Amy Glynn, who will talk about the objectives for the year.
Year 1 objectives were to negotiate with the UCD staff, the county councils, to set up the system in UCD. We also have, by the end of June, we'd like to have all the stock purchase on its way from Midland Europe. By the end of the summer, we'd like to have 6 stations, the main 6 stations at the residence, the library, the gym and the Richmond campus. By the start of September, we'd like to have the Dublin Bike card incorporating the UCD U card. Our Year 2 objectives were to launch a system, have advertised among all the students. By the end of the term, we'd like to have permission to launch the second phase, which will be to the Darts and the Lewis. And during the summer, we'd like to construct this phase, the second phase. In our third year, we'd like to have by the beginning term, have this expansion completed, have everyone known about it so they know how to get to college at the start of September. By the end of the term, have the expansion to the local suburbs negotiated, and by the summer, have installed the bike lane that goes to UCD campus. In Year 4, we'd like to set up all in all local areas like Randall, Sandy Mountain, Donnybrook, etc. And this is the map of the campus where we think the key areas will be. Obviously Richie off the far left, and all the campuses down the right, and all through the middle will be all the main lecture halls. And I'll pass it on to Tim for the PESTEL analysis.
PESTEL analysis, political, economical, social, technical, environmental and legal. The political aims would be, negotiations have already begun to extend the system towards UCD, but no formal plans have been made. Getting through the student union and the college president to the county councils and all to work together. Our economical objectives would be, this saves commuters money almost instantaneously on annual vehicle or public transport fees, as the scheme only carries a single fee per annum. Cycling is a quick and predictable, time-efficient means for rush hour traffic. And then pass on to Tom, who will talk about legal social.
Hello folks, I'm Tom. I'll talk about the social, the environmental, the legal and the structure of the industry. The socially about the cycling, the objectives that we have with the Dublin Bikes scheme is that, cycling has a bit of a stigma about it where, how would you say it, people don't want to wear helmets, they don't want to wear high vis, just think it's not cool really, especially if you're a student, at the end of the day we're all very conscious about what we look like. Also, coming from myself, I know students don't actually have a great reputation from their peers. Obviously, whatever about our social activities, alcohol involved, I wouldn't blame them why they wouldn't trust us for different things, but and this could also lead to antisocial behaviour. And it is a thing that it's a risk that we would see on campus, but we all feel that regardless of that, we would see that it is viable. It would be viable to go ahead with this project. Then technologically, we're going to introduce the student U card. First years have them now. I'm second year, and I think I'm supposed to get one now in a few weeks. And this will have all the details. You'll be able to pay your subscription, and we'll have all your details just in case. I just say for myself, if I took a bike, I got vandalised it, I lost it, I stole it. They'd have my details. I'd be fined, whatever. So it's a pretty foolproof system if you ask me, and we just think it'd be great. Also, the locking systems, it's something that have to be looked at very carefully, because if it's around campus and late at night and there's people who are under the influence, and they see a bike or a depot, most likely they're only going to go and have a bit of fun anyway. So we're trying to ensure a very good locking system that's sort of 100% efficient, and also we want to try and like we want the same systems they have in Dublin City. We don't want our own sort of own company, our own business. We want the exact same setup that they have in Dublin. So if people from the city come out here and see the systems, they'll have first-hand experience, know exactly what to expect. There'll be no difference. It's just bang with your card, bike, gone. So that's it. And environmentally, at the moment, I don't think there's any receipts being issued for the ones in Dublin. Of course, students are very, our generation, very environmentally aware. So we just feel it's a great initiative that we have, that the students would be very aware of the environmental process, and also we want to be looking at suppliers who are environmentally aware as well. Legally, this is where sort of things can go a bit, our time's of the essence. Red tape, something we really don't want. Insurance for bikes, we'd have to have some sort of not copyright, but some sort of insurance. How would you say it? It's informed that you wouldn't have to wear a helmet, because I know the bike system in Dublin doesn't have it. So then county councils, city councils, building of bike lanes, the UCD student union, the UCD head of board, building, construction cycle lanes. It can get messy and it can be time efficient. So this is something we'd really like to try and keep to a minimum. Of course, the structure of the industry. Competitors are indirect, so we're competing with Dublin Bus. We don't want people to drive to UCD because there's a lack of car park spaces. We want people to use the bikes, get out, get to their lectures, and also we want it's a rapidly growing industry. I think the figures were Dublin City Council sort of 450 bikes, and now they're at something like 5,000. At the end of the day, it looks like the company or the system is just going up and up. So we really think it's viable, and it's a great thing. And now I'll pass you on to Louis, who's going to talk to you about the future development of the business.
Hi, I'm Louis. The Dublin Bikes scheme has a lot of future potential for development. As you know, so far the current system has been hugely successful. The Dublin system, only 2 bikes have been stolen out of several thousand, and they've both been recovered, as opposed to various French systems where many have been stolen. There's a positive shift in attitude towards cycling among the student population, and people agree now that despite the social stigma that cycling is a reasonable option. And as well, the Dublin Bike scheme is already planning to expand in this area, so we should have some work with them in the future. There are several barriers, of course. There are high startup costs for the infrastructure and everything related to purchase the bikes, etc. We need planning permission to construct the bikes. We also need planning permission and the funds to build cycle lanes across campus, etc. And the building works, of course, are going to be viable during the summer because of this huge student population here. We have several customer groups that we'd like to target. In year 1, we'd like to target the students living on campus or commuting long distances across campus, perhaps to Richview campus, etc. In year 2, we'd like to include students travelling to local Dart and Lewis stations for the bikes as well. In year 3, we'll target students living near the campus who like to commute from home. And in year 4, we'd like to integrate the system with the rest of the Dublin Bikes system entirely. Thank you for listening, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you have.